What's up guys, Sebastian here and welcome to this training. I want to answer a very important question, a great question that I got to my email because today I actually sent an email broadcast to my list and thousands of people opened the email, and the email was very simple. It was something like, hey, reply to this email with whatever you're struggling with. If you're in my email list, you probably saw my email. But I got a bunch of replies from people with their questions about their e-commerce business, their affiliate marketing business. I got all these kinds of questions to my inbox, and I'm going to show them to you right now. But I got one question specifically that really got my attention because I feel that it applies to a lot of people that have an e-commerce business. And I think it's a pretty common question, something that a lot of people are experiencing. So let me just show you the amount of emails that I got. So the headline was, what are you struggling with? Blah, blah, boom, 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 boom. Take a look at all the emails. But the email that I want to talk about today, it's this one. This email from Shailendra Mathur. So let's read his where is the little mouse? So let's read his email. I can read it from here. One sec. Okay. The email says, "Hi Sebastian, I've tried dropshipping and did a total of $50,000 in 3 months between January and March 2019, but at the end of the day, the margins are very thin. I ended up making only 4% of the top line. The advertising costs have gone up really high. I now doubt if people are really making any long-term profit in dropshipping. I have now stopped dropshipping and looking for other options. Really sick of unhappy customers complaining about shipping times and quality issues of Chinese products. I know the long-term business model is to create a brand and sell high-quality products, but I think it's hard to set up a brand and need a lot of marketing focus. Plus, if I try sticking with one quality product, what is the guarantee that it will sell for a long term to give me a stable business? Hope you understand my struggle. I'm a techie with deep expertise in Amazon Web Services and 20 years plus of experience." And that's pretty much it. So basically, I think it's a good question. Let me know in the comment section, guys, if there is a comment section or something, if you're struggling with this and if this applies to you. So basically, he's asking, what about the profit margins? What about the low profit margins? What about the quality? How do you build a long-term brand? If we create one great product, how do we guarantee that it will keep selling for a long time? These are all great questions, in my opinion. So the first thing that I want to tell you is that I totally agree with Shailendra, right? I believe that e-commerce is changing. It's not as easy as it was before. When I first started, I believe it was 2015 or 2016, I have to see. But it was like 2-3 years ago, and like my first campaigns made money, right? I was selling like a free plus shipping offer. I made $10,000 in my first month. I didn't know what I was doing. And from there on, I made e-commerce my main business. But like in the past 3 years, I've seen a huge change in terms of advertising costs, in terms of what people are doing with their stores. Of course, thousands and thousands of courses have been out there. And what I've noticed is that, so many people sell the same stuff using the same ads, the same videos, the same kind of posts, the same kind of stores, that of course, when there's a huge reach in the ads, a lot of people in the world, kind of like start seeing the patterns, right? These products come from China, the prices are inflated more than they're actually worth. They're a lot more expensive than what they're actually worth. They experience bad customer experience. They get long waiting times, all of this. And when this starts to happen over time, it's not something that happens overnight. When something like this starts to happen, you will see the cost in advertisement go up, right? Not only because people don't buy as much as before, but because there's so many people doing the same thing that now you have a lot of competition for the same audiences. So if you're targeting dogs, there's thousands and thousands of advertising targeting the word dogs. Trust me, it's like so obvious that word is, for the dog niche, that there's thousands of people doing that. So there comes a point where you just keep doing the same thing, copying everyone, and your business doesn't really grow. It's not a long-term thing. And if you do get something to work, it's gonna go like this, and then it's gonna go down. It's gonna go like this, and then it's gonna go down. And I started noticing this probably like a year ago, right? Where I decided, I don't know if you were following me back then, but I said, like, I'm gonna stop doing this kind of business model. I'm just gonna focus on brand building, on building brands, even if it takes me more time. And I've been doing it for a year. And it's a totally different story, because like when you're running a store where you're just finding winning products, you never feel you're building up on top of something, right? You're like, you never really feel that you are building something and gaining massive momentum. Of course, if you find a winning product, you will get momentum for the short term, but you don't really feel you're getting long-term momentum. Does that happen to you? Let me know in the comment section. And so there are several things you can do to answer your question. I've been, of course, ranting and explaining why this has happened. But first, you got to understand it's still possible to make money with e-commerce, still possible to do money to make money with affiliate marketing, with paid advertisements. Of course, it is possible. You just have to change the approach, and you got to take the hard route, right? Everyone in the internet is getting trying to go the easy route, the easy money, the get rich quick. Because for some reason, like, people just don't want to put in the work, and this is really a horrible thing to do, because one thing is making money, and another thing is being able to do this full time to support your family, to pay the bills, and all that. So here's what you got to do. The first thing is to change the mindset of, I'm gonna stop finally looking for the lottery ticket, and I'm actually gonna start building a brand. Okay, this will involve several concepts. First of all, you gotta define who's your ideal target audience. Most people don't even have a clue of who their audience is. I'm not talking about the interest that you're putting on Facebook. I'm talking about sitting down, taking like a whiteboard. I have my whiteboard here. This is like my mini iPad, right? It's a whiteboard, and actually putting here, my audience is this person. So if you're in the fitness niche, you're gonna be like, my ideal target audience is John. He's going to college. He's 22 years old. He's skinny, and people are calling him names because of how skinny he is. You're gonna start writing down exactly who's your ideal target audience. This is called the avatar. And once you have the avatar, your ideal target audience, you'll be able to be laser targeted with your message, with your ads, with your products. Because what most people are doing is they're just creating a general store, finding trendy products, copying the videos from YouTube or other advertisers. And of course, it's like a cage match. Everyone's just competing for the same traffic with the same offers, competing on prices. And what a lot of people are doing is that if you can't get a product to work, and they feel it's very expensive. I mean, if they cannot get a product to work and their competition is selling at 50, they go down to 40 and 30. They start competing on price. And when you compete on price, you make your margins very, very low. Because you're not competing on value, you're competing on price. And anyone can go lower, right? There's always going to be a lower price in the market, either on Wish.com or on AliExpress. There's always going to be a lower price. So you cannot compete on price. You have to compete on value, right? That's the second thing. So acquire the mindset of, okay, I'm going to build something for the long term, and then get the idea in your head of, I need to compete on value. I don't have to compete on price. Because if you always compete on price, you will cut your margins, and it's a game, it's a fight that you won't be able to win. There's always going to be a lower price. That's thing number 2. Then what you got to do is find high quality products in that niche. You identify the audience, you want to find high quality products. A lot of people think that you can't get high quality products from China. I mean, you can, right? Like for instance, there's some socks that we bought in the USA. There's these guys called Tribe Socks, right? They like manufacture socks with their own designs and everything. And they manufacture the socks in China, then they ship them to the US, to their warehouse, and then they ship it to us in bulk. So it's a US company, but they manufacture in China. But the socks are amazing. I have some there actually. They're really, really good, and they're made in China. It's not that everything is bad from China. You just gotta know what to pick. But if you don't know what you're picking, if you're like, I saw a product in AliExpress, let's go sell it. Of course, it's easy, it's convenient for you. I mean, it's super easy, right? Anyone can do it. There's no barrier of entry. But the truth is that you don't really know what you're selling until the customer gets it, and you're like, oh, crap, right? So what you want to do is you want to start putting in more focus to what kind of products you're selling, and really spend some time to get samples. You really want to spend time to see, what's going to be the customer experience. So focus. Thing number 3 is find high quality products. Make your research. This is not something impossible, right? Of course, it's harder because it's less convenient. You have to put in the work, but you have to put in the work. That's it. That's like the big problem that a lot of you guys are having, that you want the easy route. You want everything easy. You want to go to AliExpress, you want to use Uber, export to your store and have the ads running right there. And the truth is that you're building a brand that's not very valuable. Now, the thing number 4 is you can improve your logistics, right? You have to improve your logistics, in fact, if you want to build a long-term brand. And in order to do that, it's just, again, putting in more work, putting in more thought to it. So now that you have high quality products, where can you ship a small bulk into a fulfillment center in the US and ship from there? And then send your packaging to that fulfillment center so that you can ship with your packaging. Those little details count. And you don't need to create, because in this question he said, if you try sticking with one high quality product, what is the guarantee that it will sell for a long term to give me a stable business? So you can have many products. You don't need to have only one product. Some people say create just one high quality product. Of course, there's great ways to make money with that, and a lot of people focus only on one offer and really explode it. But that's not a very beginner-friendly business model, right? You gotta have more experience. You gotta have connections so that you can absolutely crush the offer. You can put it into CPA networks. You can tell other people to promote it. It's not very beginner-friendly. So what you can do in the beginning is just find multiple high-quality products on the same niche and start selling those. You don't need only one product. In fact, I suggest you start with multiple products in the beginning. That way you will start seeing what works and what doesn't work. So that's thing number 4. Let me think what else you did. But I think it's also, he says, I think it's also hard to set up a brand and need a lot of marketing focus. Yeah, man, it's hard to create a brand, right? Of course, it is hard to create a brand. And that's the best thing, because when something is hard, you literally have no competition, because most people don't want to do anything hard. They just want to do everything easy. So when you do something hard, you immediately go over 80%. They don't want to do stuff that is hard, right? And right now we're focusing on 5 brands, right? 5 brands that we have. And we're not like, it's not like before that we literally just found something fast and absolutely crushed it, made hundreds of thousands of dollars per month, basically overnight. Right now it's a more long-term and stable approach. We're focused on generating leads. We're focusing on building on our email list. We're focusing like 10x on content creation. Our engagement on our fan pages has been incredible. We're reaching like over 1 million people per month for free just with our content that we're posting. We have huge retargeting audiences. We're building big email lists, because that's really what you own. Like the long-term business is the accumulation of assets that you have, right? An asset can be a fan page with an audience, an Instagram account with an audience. An asset can be an email list. An asset is the reputation that you have online. All those things create a long-term business. So it's not that having less products or more products is a long-term business. It's not that using CBO or not using CBO campaigns is a long-term business. It's not that this course is for long-term business, this other course is for short-term. It's like what mindset do you have right now, like that will allow you to build a long-term business? Because if you have a short-term mindset, you want to make money fast, ASAP, right? And how are you going to put in the work every single day to build momentum? It's going to be very hard, because you will need patience. You will definitely need patience. So what you got to do, guys, is focus on a specific audience that needs a problem fixed, or that they have a specific passion that you can insert yourself there. Find high quality products. When you find high quality products, you can increase prices. Don't lower prices, increase prices, compete on value. Create great content, because when you create great content and you put yourself out there and you build your brand with content, photos, videos, daily exposure, people will pay more for your stuff, because they know that it's your brand. It's like when someone pays for Gucci, they pay more because it's Gucci. So you got to build that brand recognition to increase prices. Then you have, in that case, now you don't have a problem with profit margins. You're increasing price, right? Focus on building assets, email list, fan page, Instagram account. focus on logistics, finding a fulfillment center, focus on packaging. I can tell you the companies right now. Packlin, Sticker Mule, Printy, those are for things for packaging. Warehouse can be Shipmonk. So yeah, like all these places, you can use them to start building your brand. So that's kind of like my answer, guys. I mean, of course you can make money, you can absolutely crush it, but truth is, most people that you think are making money with e-commerce are really not, right? Like a lot of people have been absolutely wiped out, and they don't have anything left. They don't have emails, they don't have a fan page, they don't have any brand recognition. Because at least, like, if you don't have a winning product, you have your audience. You can sell products to your audience. You can send an email and make money, right? When you don't have anything, you have to start from scratch all the time. So instead of having to start from scratch all the time, just focus on building. That's my best answer. Hope it was helpful. I know it's not the preferred answer for a lot of people because people want to make money fast, and there's a lot of ways you can make money fast, right? If you become good at paid advertisement, you can build your own brand and have a great campaign, a great funnel, and make money fast. All of these things are possible, but always remember to give a good experience, provide value, and you'll make a lot of money in exchange. So that's basically it, guys. Thanks for watching this training. I appreciate it. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.